Little Mermaid, Deep Blue Sea. Once upon a time, there was a huge castle on the ocean shore. There, Prince Edward and his wife lived happily. Her name was Aria, and she was a mermaid.
Here's my home, deep blue sea. Everything is fun, friends with me. The king called me the little mermaid, the very best daughter of the king of the sea. Just look around, you will see the joy, a beautiful life, and the ocean roar. Just look around, you will see the joy, a beautiful life, and the ocean roar.
Deeper in the ocean, in the dark cave, was another castle, but this one was an evil castle. The Sea King's evil sister lived there, planning and plotting to destroy the Sea Kingdom and take her brother's throne. One day, the evil sea witch Vega was swimming on the ocean floor with her sidekick, Snake, and she saw a mirror with a purple frame stuck in the sand. A magic mirror here in the bottom of the ocean. I wonder where it came from.
Yes, take it to the caves, Your Majesty. It might be useful.
The sea witch took the mirror and went to the cave. As soon as she arrived, she stood in front of the mirror, but did not see a reflection of herself or anything else. Days passed, and still the magic mirror only swirled and floated. The sea witch did not understand how it worked, and just as she was going to throw it away, the whirlpool started to change. Inside the whirlpool appeared the owner of the magic mirror. It was the evil Queen Hela. Mirror, mirror, what do you think? Show me, show me, show me. Where did you sink? Vega was surprised to see that there was a land woman in the mirror. And Snake hid in fear.
Your Majesties, the woman in the mirror is not used.
Yeah. Vega the sea witch came close to the mirror and responded to Hela. This magic mirror is in the dark waters under the seas and is in the possession of Poseidon's sister. That's me. Hela and her chamberlain Dunkov could not believe what they saw. A sea woman with long tentacle legs. Dunkov had heard about the Sea Kingdom and whispered to his queen about the powers of that world. Hela was very interested in getting new powers from the ocean, so she made an offer to the sea witch. Well, land witch sandwich, how about I make you a deal? You evil-hearted queen, you help me out with the problem, and I will give you the Book of Spells, which contains very powerful spells. The sea witch Vega told the evil-hearted Hela everything about the mermaid Aria and the prince Edward. She said that if she could capture the prince, she could gain control over the deep sea kingdom forever. It was 3 days later that Prince Edward began preparations for a sea voyage on his father's ship. Just like always, he went to the bow of the ship and looked at the clouds to check the weather.
Haha, the sky is clear, the weather is sunny, and the clouds are high. Perfect conditions for sailing.
Next, Prince Edward was going to lean over the railing to see if the waters were calm. But the prince's dog barked and ran to him. The dog tried to pull him towards the land.
Whoa, whoa, what's wrong, old boy? Do you sense danger?
And just then, the sky suddenly darkened. The clouds came together and blocked the sunlight. Huge waves appeared on the horizon. Queen Hela was using her crystal ball to control the clouds and winds around the prince's ship, and the sea witch Vega was creating giant waves through the crystal pearl. Then an enormous wave swept over Edward and pulled him to the water, to the bottom of the ocean. Back at the castle, the mermaid Arya saw the terrible storm and ran towards the dock to find Prince Edward. She ran to the dock where Daggy had just swam back from the storm. "We don't have much time, Daggy." Snake, who was waiting at the bottom of the ocean, found the prince and tied his feet and took him to the underwater cave. Mermaid Arya gathered all her courage and dove off the pier into the sea. But Vega saw her through her crystal pearl and suddenly turned the top of the water into ice. So Mermaid Arya fell right onto the hard ice and hurt herself. She tried to break the ice with her hands and feet, but it didn't work.
Oh no! I can't get into the water! It must be Vega trying to stop me from saving Edward!
At that time, her tiny friend dolphin, Dolphy, who realized that Arya could not dive into the sea, came to her, and he tried to break the ice with his nose, but it was too hard. Then, Seagull Ringo came to help. He tried to break the ice with his beak, but he also failed. Time was running out. Prince Edward was imprisoned in the cave of the Sea Witch and could not hold his breath much longer. Vega, the Sea Witch, stood before the Black Mirror. "Black Mirror in the sea, show that Sandwich Queen Hela to me." "I did what you wanted, Squid Legs. Now you have to give me the Book of Spells in return." The Sea Witch took the Book of Spells from the potion closet and thrust it through the whirlpool inside the mirror. But tiny octopus arms on the book stuck to Vega's arm, and she could not let go. And so the magic mirror transported her into the land where Queen Hela lived. No! It can't be! How did I come here? I have to turn back to my cave! While the Sea Witch flopped around on land, the tiny dolphin Dolphy had gone for help. He asked the giant whale, Willy, who lived in Deep Sea Kingdom, to help break the ice. The giant whale Willy and the tiny dolphin Dolphy swam towards the surface of the water. Arya, who realized what Willy was doing and was very happy. The big whale swam upwards and managed to break the ice on the surface with his strong nose. Mermaid Arya immediately jumped into the water and swam towards the evil Vega's underwater cave. As soon as Arya entered the water, her feet turned into a mermaid's tail. Her friends Dolphy and Willy swam with her and reached the cave of Vega the Sea Witch. The double-headed snake was standing guard at the entrance of the cave. He saw someone coming. He called out to the Sea Witch, who he thought was still in the cave.
Your Majesties, they have come. Where are you? Do something.
Big Whale Willie had enough of the snake, so he trapped him in his huge mouth.
No. I hate whale breath.
And it's dark in here.
Help us.
Quick, search all the rooms. I'm going to the Bone Dungeon to look for Prince Edward. When Mermaid Aria reached the Bone Dungeon, she saw the prince unconscious on the floor. Aria squeezed through the cracks of the bone cage and then placed magic sea sand into the prince's mouth to help him breathe under the water. Suddenly, a magical light surrounded the prince. His feet slowly disappeared, and they were replaced by a red fishtail. So, Prince Edward awoke and began to breathe underwater. You're alive!
Aria! I can breathe underwater! This is a very good feeling. Thank you. You saved my life.
Come on, let's get you out of here, my prince. The mermaid Aria and Prince Edward, now a seaman, held hands and swam to the surface of the water. Their lives, filled with joy and happiness, continued in the sea and on the land.
Hi, birds. Do you think we could get wings sometime? That'd be so cool.
After days of flopping through the dirt, the sea witch finally reached the sea and returned to her cave. And when she saw that Prince had escaped, "One way or another, I will enter that deep sea kingdom."
Here's my home, deep blue sea. Everything is fun, friends with me. The king called me the little mermaid, the very best daughter of the king of the sea.